Much of the flooding we see in Philadelphia after any major rainfall happens because of the city's drainage system. In 2/3 of the city, stormwater and wastewater coming out of our house or office building drain through the same system. On a normal day, this combined system works fine. Wastewater goes through and is treated before making its way to our rivers, but stormwater may throw a wrench into the process. After rainfall, stormwater flows into the same drains and mixes in with the wastewater. Litter and fallen leaves around drain inlets cause further problems. In addition, Philadelphia has few remaining natural resources, such as streams or creeks that can capture stormwater. Most streams in the city were buried and piped for development. Creeks were turned into sewers. Without them, stormwater lingers on the streets and goes to the drains where wastewater is already going. Depending on all these things, the roads get flooded. So, as a process of prevention, Philadelphia Water Department is working on green stormwater infrastructure to combat the problem. However, the primary purpose of green stormwater projects is not to address flooding, but to keep our waterways clean.
Through the US EPA, Environmental Protection Agency's Urban Waters Small Grant Program, Temple University's Center for Sustainable Communities developed green stormwater infrastructure plans for 3 underutilized sites in North and Northeast Philadelphia. Through this project, we tried to address water quality and socioeconomic challenges in 2 Philadelphia watersheds. Specifically, we tried to fuse green stormwater infrastructure projects with recreational amenities. The goal was to design places that will not only provide stormwater management but also offer good recreational use for individuals and families. A key highlight of this project was our partnership with the community-based organizations. In order to better facilitate public involvement in each community, our center partnered with Asociación Puertorriqueñas en Marcha, New Kensington Community Development Corporation, and Tukuni Frankfurt Watershed Partnerships. The 3 sites chosen for our project were the lots at 6th and Diamond, the Memphis Street Academy Schoolyard, and the Hostos Charter School campus. We organized a community visioning event for each of these 3 locations.
The first site, the lots at 6th and Diamond Streets, is located in North Philadelphia, just blocks from Temple University's main campus. Situated in the Delaware Direct Watershed, the 2 lots currently lack both green stormwater infrastructure and recreation and amenities. The larger lot is routinely used for informal barbecues and community events. The small lot is presently fenced off from the neighborhood.
So basically, the charrette was an opportunity to engage residents in the community in like a creative process to think about how they would like to see their these open spaces changed to become recreational facilities or community assets. And charrettes are a really good way of doing this because residents may not have like the planning language or the architectural language or the landscape architectural terms to understand, what a wetland is or something like that. So we developed icons, which were like small images of what could go on the parcel. So it could be a wetland, it could be a swing set, community gardens, and we did them to scale, so that when we broke the community members up into groups around large maps like the size of this table, they could start to figure out and talk about what they would like to see there.
As you all know, we have 2 vacant lots in the radius of Sixth and Diamond. We have one that is, this is the 8 p.m. station, and this is the one right behind it. A lot of people don't see it due to the simple fact that it has a black gate, walls, so it's actually very, very closed out. But this one across the street has a giant mural, and it's a huge piece of land. Our idea for it was, since we do barbecues and like events and stuff, we wanted an outdoor barbecue area right here, because this is what we usually do. It's a little shady because the brick wall, it's a couple of feet high. There's that tree. We set up a tent, nice little barbecue area.
Also, those that want to be a part of this, but they know nothing at all about gardening, it would give them the opportunity to come and join the existing gardening committee that we already have in the community through APL.
So what we decided to do was, on the side outskirts, to build a handball court wall, and also in the middle produce a geyser for the kids to get wet and everything like that. So this section will pretty much be for the youth, the kids, and the adults. And what we decided to do with the other vacant lot was producing money from doing like markets and everything like that, like on Sundays. We could use the money to invest into both these locations.
So we also talked about having a functional green space and using our identity from the neighborhood and making beauty out of nature. And then in here, we had more of like a play area and some more, like maybe another barbecue back here, bike rack here, bike rack also, around the entrance.
We want something to be visible, beautiful, inviting with all these people passing by. So we wanted like a sign kind of like inviting people into the neighborhood, some tables, benches around here, some street sculptures, so this would be like a nice place for people to gather. And then having this be like a community recreational event space. And then over in here, having a play area for kids, slides, maze tubes, jungle gym, and then some green fencing along here, because this is just kind of a vacant lot filled with trash and bricks right now.
The second site, the Memphis Street Academy Schoolyard, is located in the Port Richmond community in the River Ward section of Philadelphia. Also located in the Delaware Direct watershed, the schoolyard is completely paved and lacks significant green space. While the site is currently used for staff parking and student recreation, stakeholders are quick to note the lack of color, vegetation, and more formal recreation opportunities.
So Memphis Street Academy is a Renaissance charter school. We've been here since 2012, at which time the school district placed the school up for private management through a charter organization because it was one of the failing schools. So this is the fourth year of our turnaround program. We have 880 students ranging in grades 5th through 8th. Essentially, the students really can't use the schoolyard for any type of recreational activities due to the fact that it is full concrete. And of course, they want to see an area where they can gather, an area that makes them feel like it's a healthy space. They want benches, they want a recreational place so that they can, just feed into the culture of the school and gather and, be able to enjoy the actual campus. And I think for our kids, it was just exposure to, really important facts about the environment and ways that we can keep, the environment safe and healthy and how important it is to care for our environment. So I think that our kids deserve the best. That's just, whether you come from an impoverished community or you come from an affluent community, at the end of the day, all kids deserve to be in an environment that they're proud to be part of.
Prior to the visioning exercise, a brainstorming session was held with Memphis Street's Sustainability Club. Led by community partner NKCDC, the session introduced the students to stormwater management and issues with urban runoff and allowed students to design the schoolyards according to what they would like to see. Several common design elements and ideas were discussed, including a green roof, a basketball court, and fruit trees.
And how close we are to the Delaware River here. And then this just shows you the land uses in the area and how very densely populated it is. So there's, except for like this green space over here, there's not a lot of natural land for the rainwater to drain into the soils.
So this is where they're
So where does they come in? Where does the building? Where do the entrance right here?
That's putting stuff up there. It is dual purpose, so we have parking spots connecting to
about access and flow. So we have dismissal procedures, and we were talking about spacing, the new things that we put, whether they be outdoor classroom type areas, something with a cover, because in the morning a lot of the kids come early and sometimes it's raining, so it would be nice for them to have a place to be sheltered. So we were just talking about and better vehicle access, how we can make the best use of the space that we have for parking and give the kids a little bit more space for playground equipment and things like that.
On the side, we definitely talked about a little bit of roof coverage where the entrances are, because in the morning, a lot of times kids will come, and in the snow and the rain, there'll be like close to 100 kids waiting out there, huddling against the side of the wall, waiting to get in. So that'd be nice for them. We were talking about a half-court basketball area over here. And then over here, just a hangout area with benches and maybe some picnic tables or whatnot.
My name's Mike. I'm a resident, and I live right here. Here, and I'm looking at these areas. This has been turned into a nice vegetable garden of some sort, which is very nice. If we could do something in the same line as that, or some kind of a green space right here to make the front look beautiful, I think that would be very important.
benches and tables in a certain area. You know, the porous paving, whatever, have a basketball court. And again, you know, I don't know if the situation would be to have it open to the public or not. A play area, depending on what kind of age group we're going to target. Where the flagpole's at, to make a green area there, flowers, planting, something like that going on there. You know, again, with the green roof thing, I had, you know, a completely goofy idea, rooftop lazy river, you know, get out there. Bunch of layouts, right? You never know. That's our master plan.
Great. Well, give yourselves all a round of applause.
The final site, the Hostess Charter School campus, is located in the Olney, East Oak Lane communities in North Philadelphia. The only site located in the Tacony-Frankford watersheds, this campus is considerably larger than other sites as well.
So looking at opportunities to green these spaces, water coming off of these might get intercepted by some grassy swales or trees. Looking at a buffer and enhancing habitat around the entire perimeter essentially, but focusing our nature trail, maybe the trailheads would be right out here.
Some tables here, benches, if the kids want to eat outside or watch somebody playing soccer. I think we also had stadium seating around the soccer field here. Perhaps converting this parking lot.
And some tree trenches here with some cutouts to allow for drainage. Maybe moving the sports field here to keep it on contour and kind of out of the low area. This space, I guess, is typically used for community fairs and events.
Because of our combined sewer system, the combination of rainwater and wastewater may overflow and get released directly to our rivers where water gets treated. Projects like rain gardens, green roofs, infiltration galleries, and wetlands are designed to collect stormwater and store for several hours before releasing to the drains.
Based upon the design sharers, voting exercises, and other community feedback, we created professional-level conceptual site plans for each location. In addition, we will compile all the available resources regarding implementation of the plans. As the next step, they can look to other organizations for both partnerships and funding. Some potential sources of funding include the Philadelphia Water Department, Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection, National Fish and Wildlife Foundation, and of course EPA.